I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Devin. Today is Friday, May 9th.
Today we're celebrating the birthdays of Shauna Clark and Allison Cron.
Happy birthday!
Woohoo! We've got news from Cross Country FFA and Mr. Close.
Fall may seem a long way off, but we need to get organized with some things now so we're ready to go.
If you plan to be part of our 2014 Falls Cross Country teams, head to the meeting next Wednesday during Focus in Coach Ricken's room.
FFA members, tonight is our awards banquet. Make sure your family's RSVP is with Mr. Markhart.
Please help set up for the banquet after school on Friday.
Anatomy students, please remember to get in your permission form for the field trip to UW La Crosse.
Forms are due by the end of the day on Monday, May 12th. No exceptions.
We've got JV golf at Skyline tonight at 3:30 and softball at home at 5.
Tomorrow, baseball and softball both play doubleheaders at home.
Baseball starts at 10 and softball at 1.
Last but not least, there's a tennis quad at Portage. You can catch it at 10 Saturday morning.
That's about it. We do have one last word to leave you with. Besides, 2 weeks ago, many of you were part of the 2014 Prom. A lot of us didn't think about the hours of work that went behind it to make it all happen. Hannah, do you want to take it from here?
Sure. I'm not here to bash in the junior class. I'm here to simply give advice to future prom planners. Prom is a planning process that takes hours of dedication and commitment to accomplish in a manner that will please everyone. Of course, we all know that we can't please everyone, but we can at least try, right? One major way to make a majority of the people happy is by getting as much help as possible. Prom advisor Amy Kaboski and her family took time out of their busy schedules to make prom all that it could be. Kaboski says that between her and her husband, they spent 130 hours prepping for prom. 130 hours on prom. If you're thinking like that seems way too much, you're right. Getting help was something that was seemingly impossible to accomplish when it came down to decorating for prom. Kaboski sent out an email to the entire junior class and asked if anybody wanted to participate in decorating, and got a response from an additional 8 people besides the class officers and the prom court. 8 out of almost 130 students replied and were willing to help out with decorating, and not even all those people showed up when it came down to it. Also, students were asking for an extension on the ticket sale day after I myself had sent out email after email to the entire class for help to sell, and I was lucky by the end of the day to get one reply. It came down to me saying that we were no longer going to sell tickets, and for Mr. Janke to step up and volunteer before other people decided to step up themselves. Help is always needed when it comes down to big projects like this, and here's what Amy had to say about it. The reason why it would be a problem if you don't have a lot of help is that there is so much that has to be done, and if we don't have a lot of hands, it ends up that myself and my husband were actually having to put in all the extra hours. There was a few that were helping with those extra hours, and it wasn't fair to them to have to put in all those extra hours also. Not only did we have a problem with volunteering and getting extra help, but we also heard complaints about prom at prom from juniors. You were asked to come and help. You didn't show up. You only get one prom. If it really was important to you, you should have showed up and put in your own opinion. Just a reminder that after everything is said and done, it's a little late. Granted, I do want to thank the people who volunteered more than once to sell along with those who made every decorating session that they could. Anyone else besides that, sorry not sorry, I never saw you there, so I don't want to hear you complaining. As for next year's junior class, here are some quick tips from Amy Kaboski to help things go a little more smoothly. One thing that I found out this year is that I can't rely on students, and usually parents are more reliable and more willing to help. So possibly getting parents to help and sending emails not only to the students, but to their parents asking for help. Again, I'm not here to bash in the junior class. I'm here to say that if you were voted by your class to be a leader, you are expected to be there and do your part. Also, I just wanted to call out all the people who really have no idea of the amount of hard work that was put into prom. To actually hear someone say, "This sucks," after you've just put in days and days into everything around them and 14 hours the entire day before, kind of takes away the point of prom. You're there to have fun, so have fun and don't complain just because you can. I hope that you now understand that you have to think before you speak, look into the details of how long the process actually took, or even try showing up. And for students to know that if you're going to take a leadership role, you have to fill the shoes. Your class chose you, so don't disappoint them.